All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to One Degree, where we're trying to move the consciousness of man just 1 degree so that humanity can advance, have love, compassion, and mercy. My brother Reedy, and I am Akashik, the Ancient of Days. And yeah, we're gonna get into some things today, and I think we're gonna talk about manifestation, just how it works, how people perceive it, and
Mm,
yeah, just flow with that, man. So,
yeah,
what's up,
yes.
brother?
See where it takes us.
See
See
where
where
it
it
takes
takes us. Yeah, and I love these opportunities to pick your brain. You know what I mean?
us.
Just because you've read so much more and studied so much longer than I have, this is a blessing to me, man. This is perfect for where I'm at in my journey, doing this with you and learning from you and learning on my own as well. And
Yeah. And
and
for
and
me, like, man, I put so much stuff in my head and not having many people that I can really download to and like just get it out of my head with
mm,
only really talking to, you and my Uncle Ted about a lot of these things. A lot of times when I talk to other people, I try not to force things on people because
yeah,
not everybody is ready or they don't want it. And that's fine. I mean, to you,
yeah,
it's your life. You gotta live
yeah,
it.
yeah,
So to have to hold this in all the time and then now with you and I could just talk, share with you at the same time sharing with the world. It's man,
yeah,
this is a blessing for me.
yeah. Well. Yeah, and we're blessing the world with it, man, because this stuff it needs to be heard. It
Mhm.
hasn't been said enough, and I know there's people that's come before us that said these things, and it was missed. But I mean, YouTube hasn't always been here, man. You know what I
No.
mean? This wasn't always an option to get the word out. This
But
is the
not only
time.
that, like even like platforms like a Zoom call like this.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're in Florida, man. Yeah, we can have
So
conversations every day. We don't
man.
have to be together.
Remember when we was younger and we would watch movies and they would like talk on phones and see each other and we was like, "Psh, that never happened." Now
Right,
it's just
right,
normal, you know what I mean?
right, right. Yeah,
That's
it's
it, and that leads right into what the mind can perceive, it can be achieved.
mm,
Because a lot of things when we grew up, we just didn't couldn't fathom them being a reality, and they are now.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they were first thought.
Starts in the mental realm,
Yeah,
three planes of
yeah,
existence.
yeah.
So give me your thoughts on manifestation, brother. Talk to me.
Oh, you're gonna start with me, not your wisdom. We start with me. Okay, so uh, manifestation. Jesus talked about when you pray. If you believe when you pray, you can have anything you ask for. I don't have all the scriptures here like you have, so I'm sure you'll add it
I
to the
will.
video, and I appreciate that. It helps me out a lot, so I don't have to know all those. But I think that the church misses that. Like I have to pray and believe it one time and it's done. I don't have to keep begging God for it. And faith is walking not by sight, but by what you believe to be true, even before you see it. It's not what's in front of you. What you believe to be true, you will have. If you believe it,
Right.
you got to live in that belief. And that's how manifestation works, in my humble opinion. I'm
Well,
not.
the thing about two things that you said that was really, really great. One, um, and I'm not downing all churches and religion, but facts are facts. But
Yeah,
a lot of churches don't want to give you power because if you have power, then you cut out the middleman.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I always tell people, anybody who wants to externalize your power, or you have to pray to a god, or go outside of yourself, they're trying to diminish your power. Anybody who wants to internalize your power is trying to give you power, like Jesus always told you to go within. He was trying to empower you. Anybody who externalizes your power is trying to diminish your power and enslave you. So that's one big thing. The second thing is you said faith. And faith, the etymology of the word faith comes from Latin. It's the word fetus, and fetus is translated as confidence. When you
mm,
have confidence, anytime you see the word faith in the Bible, put a confidence in there. It'll
right,
could be totally different. So that's you're spot on with that, man.
Yeah. And uh I'm trying to think, was it Isaiah 46 somewhere? Uh God declares the end from the beginning.
Yep.
Like he knows when he speaks what's going to happen, even though you don't see it yet. And Jesus spoke as God. He didn't say, God, make Lazarus come out of this tomb. He said, Lazarus, come here.
Right.
He told him to come out. He spoke
Yeah.
as God.
I
He
actually
was
have a
showing us the
video on
way.
the channel about the manifestation of Lazarus.
Yeah,
So
I've
if
seen it.
anybody want to go back and watch that, is exactly what you were talking about.
Yeah.
And in our the next commandment in honor thy father, thy mother, which when I post this, it will have already been posted. But you need to watch that because that tells you the divine order. And the
Mm,
divine order is be, do, have. Most people have, do, be. So,
mm,
like, most people, if they want a business or something like that, they need to physically have it in order to do the business. And then finally, once they have it and they start working in the business, then they start being an executive.
mm,
Where the natural order of the Bible, and like I said, the honor thy father and mother, we hit on this, is to be the business first, then do act as if you already have it, like pray as if you already have it, and then the universe will prove you right. That's
right.
the natural order. And most
Yeah.
people go against divine order. And you can get what you want by going against divine order, but it won't last. It won't last because whatever the world gives you, the world can take it away. But
Mm,
what you give yourself, nobody can touch. Store your treasures up in heaven
mm,
because whatever you give yourself, nobody can take from you.
yeah. Yeah. And that was a great video.
I love
I've
that
watched
video.
all your videos. I've been following this the whole time, you know that. And I've learned a lot from it. And yeah, manifestation is huge. I think the I am, just the burning bush. God said, I am that I am. Be still and know that I am God. It's in Psalms. I'm trying. It might be 46:10 also.
I think
Be
so.
still and know that I am God.
I'll
Um,
post it.
yeah, I know. It'll be there. Thank you for that because I don't have them like that. I do not have them like that. I will. I,
I don't know the Bible by heart. I just
yeah, but
have certain scriptures that
you,
I've seen over and over.
yeah,
And even
and
when I recite them, I mean, I leave out all kind of words.
yeah, yeah, and what's it's nice that you add that in afterwards, and people can look it up also. You know what I mean? It's there. You can just search what we say in King James version or whatever version you choose to read, and
Hmm.
you'll find it. It's out there.
Yeah.
Um, it you have to know. You have to know that what you believe is going to happen. You have to believe it's going to happen.
Hmm.
You can't have doubt and fear. And if you start to have negative thoughts, you got to cast out all those negative thoughts. You got to focus on what you know to be true.
Absolutely.
Like all these things will be added. All these things work together for our good. Put that scripture down there too, please.
And see, and the key to that, Jay, is you have to normalize your desires. They can't be too big or too
Mm,
small. It has to be normal to you. You have to like you don't want the car that you already have because you already have it. It's
right.
normal to you. And the thing that you have to understand about manifestation is that when a lot of people when their manifestation is pushed from them, it's because they are uh, uh, placing importance on it and they are repulsing their manifestation. So think of it like this. We live in an electromagnetic field and our minds are broadcasting a frequency at all times. Now, when you place importance, let's say money. Now we live in an electromagnetic field, and now you place so much importance on getting money. Now you are at a high level with your thought, so whether it's let's just say it's a positive thought about money, and now you charge your thought about money to be equal to you. So now you have a high level charge of money and your high level charge of thinking about it. So two positive polarities. What do they do in a magnetic field, Jay?
They resist.
They push.
Yeah.
So anything you pedestalize will be pushed from you.
Hmm.
So it has to be normalized to you. You
Yeah.
can't put it, anything you place above you will always look down on you. So anything, whether it's a woman, a job, your boss, when you pedestalize people, you know how people we used to work with, and certain people would come around and they'd be like, "Oh my God, so and so's here," and I act all scared, and oh man, we got to get to work, and well, you've just pedestalized them. So guess what? They look at you. They look at you like you're nothing.
Hmm.
So anything you pedestalize will always look down on you. And anything you charge with the same flow of you you cannot force the universe. It's like a cat. If you try to force a cat to sit on your lap, he will fight you tooth and nail. But
Yeah.
if you give the cat what it wants, which is the frequency for what for we're talking about manifestation, the right frequency, if you give the cat food, he will willingly and lovingly come and sit on your lap and be there the whole time. You can't
Yeah.
force a cat to sit on your lap. You have to provide the cat what it needs. The universe is the same thing. You cannot force the universe to do anything. You have to give the universe the right frequency at the right tone, and then it just naturally flows to you. That's how that works. So a lot of people they wonder why their manifestations gets pushed away, and I just wanted to touch on that real fast.
Yeah. And I think people get stuck in that belief of lack. You know what I mean? Or
Hmm.
that's where their faith is. Like, this is how it's always been. This is how it's always going to be. Stuff never works out for me. Something's always happened. Oh, now this. My car broke down. Now I'm having problems with my furnace.
Hmm.
It's always something. And just that they have that mentality of lack, and that's their belief. So that's all they'll ever have. You know what I mean?
And that's important too. What you just touched on, Jay. You were giving me some fastballs here today. Um, because the universe works on your frequency. Um, you what you the universe works on your emotionally charged frequency. So whatever you emotionally feel like for something. So the universe works on emotional association and emotional experience. So if your experience with something is negative, then that's your emotional experience to it, and you associate the negative to that thing. So uh, uh, I'm just going to use dating for instance. If your emotional experience is all men are dogs or all women are H's or whatever, then that's your emotional experience with it. So now you associate your emotional association to relationships is all men are dogs, all men are dogs. And then you turn around and say, I want a good man. But your frequency is saying all men are dogs. My experience is all men are dogs. So my association is all men are dogs. So guess what you're going to keep attracting, even though
Yeah.
you want a good man, because
Yeah.
your frequency is emitting to the universe. She likes dogs, dogs,
Yeah.
dogs, or even money. You grew up with lack and uh, money is causes you stress because you didn't have enough or whatever. Your emotional experience with that is lack and
Yeah.
stress. And now you associate lack and stress with money. So now you say, I want $1 million, but your subconscious mind says, well, my association with money is stress, and I don't want stress. So guess what? Deuces.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how it
Yeah.
works.
It's what you believe to be true. If you believe that money is hard to come by, it's going to be hard to come by.
That emotional association.
Yeah. Yeah. It's it's what you believe. You have to
Yeah.
believe it. You have to feel it
You have to
inside
be
to
the
be true.
conviction.
Yeah.
You have to
Yeah.
just know.
Yeah.
And when you know, the universe will always prove you right. It will
Yeah.
always prove you right. There's there's like, you know, uh four laws of creation. And if you're watching this video, I would suggest that you write these laws down. And they're very important. So like the first law is the law of expression, and that says that like everything in your reality is a state of being of who you are, who you know you
Mhm.
are. The second one is the law of resonance, and that says that your inner frequency will make your outer circumstances be true. Just like I said with the dating thing. So
mm,
you, whatever you feel, the internal will reflect the outternal. The next is the law of perpetual motion. That means perpetual creation. Well, motion creation, same thing. That means that there's not a time where you're not on. You're always free. You always creating creation. It never stops. Creation keeps happening anew. So that means that even though you may have a bad association, you can change it. Creation would it always stop. And then the last is the law of balance. And that means that energy will seek balance on all three planes of existence, the mental, spiritual, and physical. And whatever there's a surge in any of those three frequencies, the universe will counterbalance and equal that out. If I would suggest people write that down, study it, know it, and if you know that, I've given you a huge key to manifestation right there.
yeah. Yeah. I'll play it back and write it down. I have been taking notes on a lot of your stuff, man. Or even our videos. Today I was writing stuff down on the last video we posted. It- This is this is huge for me, man. Because I'm not as far in this journey as you are, and I'm learning so much, and it's forcing me to study more and meditate more. And that I think the alignment thing that you've talked about a lot, which you get to through meditation and seeking inward, just like Christ taught,
Mm-hmm.
it makes the rest of that not as hard. You know what I mean? I meditated before this just to get myself in the right headspace for
Yep.
this, to do what we do, you know what I mean? And flow like we do, like
Yeah.
water.
And your emotional state, always remember, is your amplifier.
Hmm.
So if you wake up in the morning and your radio station is on 107.7, I'm mad today,
Mm,
then that's you're gonna get that all day. And
yeah.
and it's simple as just changing how you think. Now, how can we get what we want in manifestation?
Mm,
Now, I told you that the secret, you watch Honor Thy Father and Mother, but the secret is to be, do, have. So I'll go back to my the dating thing. So a person has an association with all men are dogs, all men are dogs. In order to change your frequency, all you need to do is go inside yourself, meditate, or just even have a thought all day. Probably meditation would be the best. Is close your eyes and picture yourself with a loving, wonderful partner, whether whatever. Picture yourself with a loving, wonderful partner, and and have like a thought of maybe one of your girlfriends or your fellas or whatever saying, "Man, you're so happy. Like, man, you just look so you glow." And so now you have the thought, and then you put the emotion behind it,
hmm.
and you're like, "Dude, I feel so good. Like my man is just my woman, whatever, is just so wonderful." And the subconscious mind doesn't know whether that mental picture is real or not. It just associates your emotional association and your emotional what did I say earlier? See, my mind just went blank. Your emotional your relation to it, and if you can do that for a period of time, then now you've rewrote your mental condition. And your mental condition, your mental and your spiritual plane is the causal realm. The material realm, the physical realm we live in is the effect. So if you rewrite this thought that all men are dogs by having a mental thought and a mental picture of being in a loving relationship or having money or whatever, then that's how you rewrite it. And then soon reality has to prove it to you.
Right.
This one doctor, Dr. Joe Dispenza. I know you've heard him. He told me he not told me, but he said one on a video that I watched one time of his. Um, he said that he had a friend that his mentality was so strong. He said he went to lunch with his friend. He sat there, wait for his friend. His friend got there, and the friend sat down. He was like, "Hey, I'm say Tom. Hey, what's up, Tom? Man, how you doing?" He said, man, I just lost $5 million, man. Pass me the ketchup. He was like, wait, well, hold up. What do you mean you just lost $5 million, man? Are you okay? He said, man, I ain't worried about that. I am money. He was
Nice.
he was there in his head.
Yeah.
I ain't worried about that. I
Yeah.
am money.
Yeah.
He believed that. And that's where you got to get to.
Yeah, and I think you got to keep going back there, keep getting going in meditation, keep getting back into that feeling, live in that feeling, that that feeling of that happiness that you're looking for
Yep.
in your relationship, and think about the conversations that you're going to have with your friends. Like, hey, man, I'm so blessed to be with
That's the
this woman.
glue.
That's it. And the problem is, I think people pay attention to what's in front of them, and that's old thoughts. That's your old
That's
beliefs.
an illusion. That's Maya.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not faith. That's walking by sight. When
Hmm.
you walk by faith, you trust that whatever's happening in front of you is getting you to what you already know to be true. The end from the beginning. You
Absolutely.
already know, just like God, just like he did in Isaiah.
And
He
just
knew.
like Dr. Joseph Murphy,
Mm,
he had a very good analogy about the subconscious mind in one of his books. And he said that the subconscious mind, think of your body as like a ship,
mm,
and the conscious mind is the captain, and the subconscious mind is the engine room. Now, the engine room doesn't have any windows. All the engine room does is follow the captain's orders blindly. It doesn't matter if the captain sails them into an iceberg, into the
mm,
side of a building, or on land. All the engine room does is follow orders from the captain. And if the captain calls down to the engine room, um, they it just says, okay, the captain said full speed ahead. The captain said stop. The
mm,
captain said no, go left. The captain said go right. So you're the captain. The captain is the guardian of the gate. So whatever you send down into the subconscious mind, you're sending into the boiler room. The boiler room only has one answer. Yes. So if
mm.
your mental state says, I'm poor, the boiler room says, yes. Yes, you are
There you
poor.
go. Yeah.
If you say, man, I'm loved, the boiler room says, yes. Yes, we are loved. It
Mm,
just follows direction blindly. It has no reasoning. And it doesn't know right from wrong. It
yeah.
doesn't matter if you steer the ship into wherever you want to go. It doesn't reason. It just follows order blindly. The orders that come down from the mind with emotional charge, the subconscious mind will execute. Period.
Yeah. 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 I've only listened to the power of the subconscious mind. I don't know if that one was in there. It's been a little bit since I've
It
listened to
is.
that book. Yeah. That's the book?
That's
Yeah.
one of them.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
great book. My wife has also listened to the audiobook. She then ordered the book. She read the book. She's rereading the book and got a highlighter in it and taking notes.
That's a
And
powerful book.
yeah, yeah, it is. It is. I'm not trying to sell that book. I'm just you brought up Joseph Murphy, and that was a huge one for me,
Yeah.
changing my way of thinking and my beliefs. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, since you brought up books, I had a couple of people who have asked me, like, what books
Mm,
should I read? What books would you recommend? Blah blah blah. And I like to tell people, I can only tell people the books that I've read that
yeah,
that worked for me. And so I set a couple aside to show people.
yeah.
Um, One of the books that I read is all the works of Neville Goddard. Like, this is
Mm,
his complete. I read every single book of that. So he's excellent, and he, like you said, he brings up Bible verses. My uncle hooked me on to him, Khalil Gibran. Man, he has a book in here called The Prophet. You definitely need to read that. So that's a definitely good book. This is all of his books. I've read them. Um, Meister Eckhart. This is his complete works. I've read all of these. This will definitely go deep into what I am really means. And we're
mm.
going to do a podcast on that. You said it earlier, and I was almost tempted to go that direction, but I held off because I want to talk about that later. But Meister
Yeah.
Eckhart, he talks about the I am and what it really means. Very powerful
Mm.
person to read. And then our boy, Joseph Murphy, I've read all 21 of his books. So this is his complete works. I'm going through it
Wow.
again, actually. So I've read all of his books, Joseph Murphy. And then the last one is James Allen. He has 19 books. I've read all 19 of his
Mm.
books. He this is another good one. And then a lot of people wonder like, how do I know that this means that in the Bible and that means this? If you are serious about understanding the esoteric meaning of the Bible, you got to get this. It's the Metaphysics Bible Dictionary. So if you have any question about certain words and terms, like what does Noah's Ark mean, you can look it up in here, and it gives you the metaphysics, the real meaning of that. So those are just some of the books that I've read. If for people that are curious of how I kind of know what. Now, obviously, I've read probably about 300 books total. And I've read, you know,
I think you're lowballing it
physics,
a little bit there,
emotional,
but
like, yeah. So, but as far as like what we're talking about in the Bible and how I know the things that I know about the Bible, those are pretty much the main ones. So,
yeah.
I just wanted to share because a couple of people asked me. So
Mm.
that's that.
And I would add to that the boy, the master, and the seventh blessing.
I appreciate that, man.
By
I
Akashi.
appreciate that. And then the next one is coming in probably about 2 months. I
Mm.
probably got about 2 more months, and then we'll go to publishing. But yeah,
Yours
so
are the
that.
only books that I read. Everything else is audiobooks. But I read yours, man.
Well, that's
I do.
because I ain't big enough to have an audio book yet.
Yes, you are. Yes, you
Oh, you're
are. You
right.
just don't
I
see it yet.
apologize. I
Yes, you are.
apologize. I said that wrong. So you
Yes.
caught me, and I
Yeah.
accept that. I
Yeah.
accept that blessing.
You you're way bigger than that, man.
I accept that blessing. Yes,
Yes.
sir. Yes,
Yes.
sir. But Jay, you got anything more to add, my friend?
No, man, I think this was a good topic for us to
Yeah.
talk about. I think manifestation is a big thing, especially people early in their journey. And it's easy to get caught up in your old way of thinking, you know what I mean? And like, "Oh, I'm not seeing anything yet, so I must be right with this lack mentality." No, no. You trust that whatever is happening in front of you is just a bridge leading you to where your belief is taking you. You know what I mean? It's
Belief is the key.
yeah,
Belief
just
is if
believe.
whatever you believe, that's the key.
Yeah,
If you believe in sickness and lack, then the
yeah,
subconscious mind will manifest that. If you
yeah,
believe in abundance and that you are the master of your creation, the subconscious mind will manifest that. So it's not even the tool, it's your belief in the tool. So whether you do affirmations, whether you do prayer, whether you do meditation, whether you believe in Jesus the person or a cross or a rabbit's foot, it's not those things. It's your belief in
believe.
those things that activate those things. If you don't believe it, it won't be. In the Bible, Jesus goes to several towns where no miracles occurred because the people didn't believe.
Yeah,
So it's belief is with activation. Every time Jesus had to try to heal somebody, he would always ask them, "Do you believe that I can do this?" Yes,
yeah,
yes, master. Then by your faith,
mm,
confidence, by
yeah,
your confidence, so it should be done.
yeah. Just like the lady touching his garment,
She believed it.
she believed it,
It
and
wasn't
that's what he
him,
said.
it was her
Yeah,
faith.
not him. It's within you. Yeah, good stuff, man.
Good stuff,
Good
bro.
stuff.
Oh, good stuff. I'm glad
Yeah,
we talked about this today,
yeah,
man.
yeah. Good topic.
Yes, sir.
Great topic. And it's important to stay the course, stay in meditation, keep believing. Don't trust your sight. Don't believe everything you're seeing. Know that it's all part of what's going to get you to what you already know is true.
Yeah,
What you've already created. You still
I
got
am
your old
Alpha and
beliefs
Omega.
out there. Yes, I am.
We'll maybe talk about that one next week. Because I wanted to talk about it so bad. I was like,
All right. So that one's gonna
no.
be soon. That one's gonna be
Yeah.
soon.
Then what these people have to realize is you and I, we don't script these, man. This is
Nah,
straight from the dome. Like
no.
you
Yeah,
say what you feel, I say what I feel, and that's just how we
yeah,
do it. We don't
yeah.
script
And,
none of
and
these.
thankfully, you have so much knowledge, and you're so well read. Me, it's just I don't know.
Yep. Well, like I said to the people in the audience, definitely write down those four laws of creation. If you want to check out any of those authors that kind of inspired me, it's out there. I'm not what do they call it? Locking up knowledge. Like I want you to look, I want you to read, I want you to do your own research, I want you to have all the tools that I have.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
that's 1 degree, bro. And we mean
Yes.
that. We mean that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So
We are going to move it.
absolutely 1 degree. All right,
It's
people,
done.
for my brother Reedy, I am Akashic, the Ancient of Days, and we will see you on the next video.